Preparing to stream. Hello, this is the Art of Songwriting for December 20th, 2022. That's how far behind I am. And here we are. We got Tom Gilker, Peter Lloyd, Rick Lysak, Jason Lyles, David Lloyd, Victor Harrison, and what? David Hirschberg.
Hello, Peter.
Oh, where is it? I'm hearing my echo now. Okay. And that's because the window was open and it came back at me. Okay. So
okay.
Yeah, I cut it. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you ready to go with Jason? Anything else? Any other business? Just a sad announcement that we lost David Rhodes Brown last week, and a terrible loss to rock and roll in Cincinnati. Our friend. But anyway, let's get Jason ready for Jason's got a song. Do you want to say anything about? I'm going to go with Knob Creek first.
Well, I was going to do the other side first.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Which is the A side? Which is the B side?
Yeah.
We'll decide. We'll do a survey after the song and help you decide that.
Yeah. So I was thinking too, just format wise, maybe like before we share a song, is we give the group sort of an idea of kind of what we're looking for on it.
Okay, go do it. Please.
It was just an idea that after a couple months of, I just thought might work. But anyway, on this one, it's a piece that I've been, working a long time to try to get, the right lyrics to. I think I finally got it. I really like how it is. I actually really like, it's just a guitar and vocal track. That's it. But I think I like it simple, and because I really wanted to make the focus on the lyrics. But anyway, with that being said, I'd love to see what you guys think after we listen here.
Okay, and so we're going to do the other side first, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. The other side, share sound, and I'm going to roll it. Let me know if there's any problems.
We all look through lenses, shaping the world we see. What's blue to you, well, might look red to me. One of us could be wrong, maybe we're both not right. Do we want a better answer or justified? 'Cause there ain't no one size fits all way to see life. You can choose to ignore, cast your vote for strife. Trust blind certainty to protect your pride. Believing we completely understand the other side. So easy to slip into, doesn't feel like a choice. Slowly selecting what you hear as you tune out another voice. Unknowingly refusing the possibility that most of what we fear isn't what it seems to be. 'Cause there ain't no one size fits all way to see life. You could choose to ignore, cast your vote for strife. Trust blind certainty to protect your pride. Believing we completely understand the other side. After time, over and over again, I keep realizing that not everything one-size-fits-all way to see life. There ain't no one-size-fits-all way to see life. There ain't no one-size-fits-all way to see.
I was waiting for the word life.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, jump in. I've heard it 3 times now. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like it more each time too.
Yeah.
It happened to Rick Lysak's song, right? And I was just telling him about it, but go ahead. I love that. Well, if I'm first, then I'll just say I just love the guitar too, for sure.
No.
Blue and red, it's good. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, could you put the lyrics back up?
Okay,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, it took me a couple of listens to you know, hear all the lyrics, because I didn't have the lyrics when Jason played it for me the other day, but
Oh, okay.
it grew, you know, it's just he's developing a very interesting style, and this is a good example
Mhm.
of it.
Yeah, I agree, Peter, about the guitar. That was really nice. And I think the lyrics are really good. I remember Jason saying not too darn long ago that he didn't write words.
I know, right? That's
Now I've heard
again.
a few that are pretty darn nice. You know, the one thing that I would say in that, I guess it's the second part of the chorus. So easy to slip into, doesn't feel like a choice. And each of those 4 lines kind of follow the exact same melody. And I was just thinking maybe if you mixed it up a little bit and said, slowly selecting what you hear as you tune out another voice, or kind of step up instead of stepping down there. I can't remember the exact melody now. But
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's I'll give that a try.
Yeah, there's enough change, but that would help too. Yeah.
It's kind of a little Simon and Garfunkel. I heard April, what's the name of that song? April, Here She
Yeah.
Comes, or that one little lick in there kind of reminded me of that song.
yeah, what I was talking about, I was just kind of feeling that in my head during that one section there.
Mhm.
Sounded like every other line would step up or something instead of stepping down.
Yeah, I'll play around with that. It's a good idea. But yeah, I mean, I like the guitar as well. It sounds like you guys do agree.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought the nylon was just like the right choice for that one.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you guys. I think it sounds good, just kind of with just the guitar and the vocals.
Mhm.
Like I don't really think it needs anything else. And I don't know. Do you guys feel the same way or?
I agree with that. But,
Yeah.
but then
I would, I think I made this recommendation. I'd like to see it rather than abruptly end, have the guitar go on and fade out, a little bit, because it just seems too abrupt. It seems, to me, I would, the guitar sound, the picking is really nice. And the tone of the guitar is nice. So it would be, I think, and that way, it gives you a little bit more time to think about it rather than for it to stop, So if the music keeps going and it's, you can still, feel the song and let it kind of,
Yeah, the only argument against that, Victor, is like he said the last line like 4 times. So
Yeah.
right.
Well,
yeah.
and then, I mean, the alternative is to fade out while he's singing the last line and let the
Yeah.
guitar go too. So
Yeah.
But that's a good one too. And I think I'll try that as well, just do another take and just see what it sounds like. Cause I always think trying to end a song is, it's tricky because, sometimes you just need to do it quick, like take the, rip the Band-Aid off and sometimes maybe fading. And honestly, I just don't know until I try. So,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
those are good
it's a
suggestions.
ruminative song. So going out thinking about it is I think a good way to go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Give it faded, even without the guitar, you might be able to fade it down, but I think it's nice to have the guitar.
Okay, yeah. So great. So that was my
Alright.
first one.
What about bowed bass, David Lloyd?
And I'm in agreement. With
Okay.
most people, I think it sounds fine as a solo guitar a lot. I
Mhm.
think there was something that the guitar did in the bridge that I really liked that I wanted to hear again. I thought, and especially with the persistent nature of that guitar part, and then the way you're repeating the last line, I almost thought they would go well together.
You want me to try to
for me-
find it?
Sure, yeah.
Let me see if I'm on the sound. Tell me if the sound, thumbs up if the sound comes through, or I'll just start to share again.
Time after time, over and over again, I keep realizing that not everything I once held as true is how I see it today. There ain't no one size fits all way to see life.
You can
There
start
ain't
with
no
one.
one size fits all way to.
Yeah, did you get it, David?
Yeah, there was just a really dissonant moment I thought was really cool.
Oh, okay.
Also for me, the bridge is actually like the really strongest melodic part of the whole piece.
Mm.
Time after time,
Yeah, and that was
over and over. Would even suggest like that you could even say that instead of like that not everything, I would say just say nothing I once held as true is how I see it today. Just as like poetic choice, but yeah. But I love that section.
Now that I heard that bridge again, I think structurally, maybe you should start the song with the bridge.
Or the chorus, and make it the chorus, but yeah.
But the thing is, I have played around with other arrangements with it, and I have had it in the chorus. What I like about putting it in that part is that really, I think that's where the song peaks, and that's kind of what I put it there.
Yeah.
And then once you get to that point, I think then it really just allows you to really drive home the point of that final line, because that's really the takeaway I want the audience to take with them is that's the ultimate message. But the other components, each sort of the verses are, I kind of try to design so that the chorus would kind of fit with both, but they'd both be a little bit different.
You say
And then the bridge is I think the most impactful one. And so I wanted to use sort of the most impactful sort of music to drive home that message and to kind of signal that before kind of then repeating the last piece. That was actually my thought process and kind of the way I structured the
Yeah,
song.
I think it's definitely the high point. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. The only problem with that is it's also the part that pulls you in the most.
I know. And I sometimes struggle, like, do I just keep repeating it over and over again? But I think that's also like my goal is maybe you just listen to it again to hear it twice instead of just getting it, 2 for 1. So I guess I just don't give discounts on my melodies. You gotta listen
Another
the second time. Yeah, I'm going for total number of plays now.
Artistic integrity, I'll tell you.
Yeah,
Another nickel in the jukebox.
exactly right. You can hear it twice. Just hit play again, and while you're at it, subscribe.
Actually, I was going to ask Peter to play it again.
You want to hear it again, guys? We got
I'd like
lots
to
of
hear it
time.
again. Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Would you guys mind?
Should we mute too? Because I sometimes notice, like, when we play songs, we should all mute probably. So that
Okay. I will mute.
See life, there ain't. We all look through lenses, shaping the world we see. What's blue to you, well, might look red to me. One of us could be wrong, maybe we're both not right. Do we want a better answer or justified. Cause there ain't no one size fits all way to see life. You can choose to ignore, cast your vote for strife. Trust blind certainty to protect your pride. Believing we completely understand the other side. So easy to slip into, doesn't feel like a choice. Slowly selecting what you hear as you tune out another voice. Unknowingly refusing the possibility. The most of what we fear isn't what it seems to be. Cause there ain't no one size fits all way to see life. You could choose to ignore, cast your vote for strife. Trust blind certainty to protect your pride. Believing we completely understand the other side. After time, over and over again, I keep realizing that not everything I once held as true is how I see it today. There ain't no one size fits all way to see life. There ain't no one size fits all way to see life. There ain't no one size fits all way to see life. There ain't no one size fits all way to see.
I'm going to ask you all to unmute. I muted some of you who didn't mute when he asked you to. You know, I like the last line, missing life, because there really ain't no one size fits all way to see.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the title's kind of an interesting title. I mean,
Oh, I love that. Hyphenated.
Yeah.
Yeah. There ain't no one size fits all way to see life.
but that's not the title.
What is
The
it?
other
It's called The
side.
Other Side.
The
Yeah.
other side.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting suggestion.
Hey, what about you know that you incorporate this awesome hammer on pull up in your picking pattern.
Mhm.
Like that would be a cool way like to start the song. If he just starts with maybe not that repetitive, but I think like cutting out the first couple beats and starting on that would sound great. It's just
Okay, good.
All right.
Okay, yeah. I could play around with these are good ideas, so thank you.
All right.
Well, thanks for suggesting the second listen, because I wouldn't have thought that's not something. I'm
Ah.
glad you suggested it. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. All right.
I'm a slow processor.
Yeah. Well, and
You, David,
I'll
because
always pick something up the second time I didn't notice the first time.
Yeah, that is. Maybe we should.
So
we
that
got
was
there,
a-
time.
there was actually a nice drive of energy into the last chorus that the bridge was going a little more halftime, but then right back into it. So that I didn't notice that the first time either.
And that was Mojave's son originally, right, Jason?
yeah, that was just my placeholder title for when I wrote it. And in fact, I originally played it faster because actually I think it sounds better when I play it as an instrumental at a faster tempo, particularly the bridge when I'm just like really flying on there. But the lyrics I thought were it's a little dense, and to try to drop all that so fast was just a little hard to take in. And so the slower pace, I think, really helped the song, in my opinion. But anyway,
All right.
but I got a second one here too.
Yeah, let's go. What do you want to talk about? You want to?
So yeah, this is another one. I think I kind of like it how it is now. I like them simple. You know, goals to kind of, you know, go out and sell these. So I'm trying to keep it kind of down to the bare bones, so to speak, of the production, so you can really hear like what the song is. And then this one, it's called Knob Creek. It's inspired, literally just polished off the bottle. That was the inspiration. But
Is that when you
yeah.
wrote it?
Yeah, it was, you know, it was really kind of, I had that song and I was playing it, and then I was literally looking above. I was like, oh, Knob Creek. You'll hear it in the song. It kind of worked, and then like I had it, just all these ideas came to me just from, you know, looking at the bottle and thinking at the song at the same time. So it's just a funny sort of realization that it worked really well for what I was going for. But anyway, I think, again, it's kind of like the other one. I kind of like it as is. I mean, it would be fun to add stuff to it, so I still might do that. But I just added a guitar solo to it, and yeah, just excited to share it with you guys.
All right, let's do it. Yeah, let's go. And Knob Creek.
Give me a bourbon, Knob Creek. Make it a double handle, make it neat. Oh, that high proof, taking the smell, cleanse my mind of this week from hell. Give me a bourbon, Knob Creek. Been working so hard, need to kick up my feet. Need to relax, smoke a cigar, catch a little buzz from this Kentucky nectar. 'Cause I need to find my patience before I lose my cool. I need to find my patience before I lose my cool. I need to find my patience one sip at a time of my bourbon, Knob Creek. Dark amber brown and just a little sweet. Take a minute, soak it in. Oh, let that burn thicken up your skin. A bourbon, Knob Creek. Help me realize my problems ain't so bleak. Loosen me up, clear out my crowded head. Get me all straightened out again. 'Cause I need to find my patience before I lose my cool. I need to find my patience before I lose my cool. I need to find my patience one sip at a time. Bourbon, Knob Creek. You were just what I needed, spicy little treat. Each sip smoother than the last. Think I'll have myself another glass of that bourbon, Knob Creek. Another bourbon, another Knob Creek.
Here's the Knob Creek, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should I leave the lyrics up for a little while? Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice seeing the lyrics because I couldn't understand some of the words when I heard it. So the lyrics are great. I really like the lyrics, you know, and I love the first verse, you know, make it a double and make it neat.
Yeah.
That high proof, taking the smell, cleans my mind of this week from hell. That was great. That's a great line.
Yeah.
That really sets the stage, you know, it really
Yeah.
I like
establishes the, you know, the theme.
Yeah.
This may just be my personal sense, but you know, if you're gonna rhyme with cigar and with nectar, you should say nectar. Have the courage of your rhyme.
I agree.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
I miss them. I mean, it's one of those excuse me while I kiss this guy problems.
Yeah,
Right.
Right.
For
'Cause
years.
it's like a doctor saying, because I need to find my patients before I lose my cool. I lose my
Or
patience.
you could just kind of say cigar, nectar,
Cigar,
nectar.
cigar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a Boston style, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, just like an yeah. Good thing about Boston, but yeah.
Whatever it
Yeah.
is, you know,
Yeah.
it's make it a real rhyme.
Okay, okay.
All right,
know-
good one.
If you give me a bourbon, Knob Creek, make it a double, make it neat. Give me a bourbon, take in the smell, chase my mind from the sweet from hell. You know what?
So,
Mm.
Give me a bourbon, Knob
Yeah.
Creek. You know what I'm saying?
You can almost
Space,
turn,
let it
that,
breathe. That's
yeah,
give me a bourbon. That's good. Give me a bourbon, Knob Creek. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like I'm.
what was he doing? What was
You
it?
know, I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe he's doing that. I don't know. Maybe I'm copying him, but it's like it's like breeze, and it's got like some kind of.
Mhm. Let it
It's
breathe.
give me a da 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 da
Boom.
da da
Right.
da 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 da.
Jason,
You know what
how's
I'm saying?
the line,
Did you go-
Jason? Could you
did you
sing
go-
it?
Yeah, did you go to the 5 chord on that last line of the
that-
verse or not?
give me a bourbon, Knob Creek.
Knob Creek,
Okay, so he went, yeah, it's the same.
get a double,
It's not the same, but
make it neat.
Yeah, you know what, it's
In
funny, Greg, when
chords.
you say that, I could hear that as a big band song,
Yeah.
which would
Yeah.
also be real fun, right?
Right.
Like,
Mm.
Sure.
You could.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a swing, you know. it's
Like a
swing.
swing song, that could
Yeah,
also
it
be
is.
cool.
It could be.
Yeah.
You can have horns. David, you put some horns in that.
Yeah.
sure.
So one of the things when I was recording the song, at first I thought I'd do the guitar part a little bit bluesier, or like kind of get more of a bluesy sound. I ended up going with like a little bit cleaner acoustic, but still kind of boxy. I liked it, but the sound that is interesting now. I try to intentionally keep it a little bit more open and neutral, but I don't know. What do you think that was the right call on it?
What, on the electric,
Um,
adding the lead, or yeah, I'm not sure what you were asking.
Oh, no, I was saying on the,
The
Just-
style.
yeah, the style of it.
Oh, the style of the guitar?
Yeah, so I was thinking more like of it, to me, it still seems more like a bluesy song. I didn't
It
want to
is.
go total bluesy.
Yes,
But
yeah.
I do like that, the big band sound to it as well. So do you guys hear it as maybe a swing as well? Think I should
Yeah,
try
It
that?
is a,
Yeah.
it is like a little,
Yeah.
swing. It is a swing song, a little
Yeah.
swing blues shuffle, you know, and I think, and I would have preferred versus using the electric guitar, using an acoustic lead. You know, and maybe adding a snare and a top hat. Just real
Okay.
simple, and bass, you know, those are the instruments I should see it, and keep it more acoustic.
Mhm.
And because I think, you know, if you were to really arrange it into a bigger song, the electric would work, but I thought the electric threw it off a little bit, you know?
Hmm.
The electric hit me all of a sudden. There was be something if there was like a little, if something in the verse before kind of let me know it was coming. It just crashed in. But
Okay, so ease it in maybe a little bit more,
Yeah.
and then on the outro,
Fade it
do you
out.
think, include something again in the end?
Yeah, maybe a little just, you know, simple steel strings, you know, acoustic, you know, bluesy leads.
you did
Okay.
that kind of
Jazzy,
trill
more
at the end.
Jazz blues, you know, not so much typical blues, but it's more of a jazz, kind of a jazzy kind of a song. And the
Yeah.
lyrics, you know, the lyrics lend itself to that too. And just light leads, you know, just little leads weaving in and out of the,
Yeah.
nothing overbearing. It's just
Is
accent,
it-
the
The
accent.
musical phrase is noodling.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Noodling,
noodling. That's
doodling.
it. Yeah, noodling, just light, just touching the strings and let
Technical.
as accents and like a little breeze flowing through it.
Okay, yeah, like that. I like that idea too. I'll try it with an acoustic lead as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, and light, nothing too heavy, it doesn't need to be Joe Bonamassa, playing as, Les Paul. It's just gotta be, I don't know.
I
Yeah,
agree.
no.
I think that would fit in the
Yeah.
song better.
Uh,
And like Peter, you said that lead kind of took you by surprise. And I think what Victor's describing would just fit better in what's
Mhm.
happening in the rest of the song.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good idea. I'll put an acoustic lead in there and see how it sounds.
Good. All right. Making progress.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks, guys.
Really like that song.
Yeah, I think the more I hear it, the more I like it, and
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I think it kind of checks all the boxes. It's almost a little like one bourbon, one scotch to me, but
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
yeah, but it's like that style of song which I like. So
Mhm.
Yeah, but much more sophisticated. The lyrics are very good, very good.
yeah,
You really
so-
paint a great picture of bourbon.
yes,
Of why he's drinking the bourbon.
And it's
Yeah.
it's a very popular subject these days. So I think it could be,
Yeah.
very listenable and enjoyable song by a lot of people.
yeah, and I think it's fun. It's a fun sort of sound, and I think when you put that fun sound, lyrics kind of need to be sort of lighthearted with it too. So I think kind of
Right.
checks all
Yeah.
those boxes.
Ever think of approaching Knob Creek with it when you're finished?
That's kind of the idea. Is like I think I would like to get the version right, and I think now that you're saying it, maybe do it instead of an electric lead, which is just my default go-to. Is maybe I will try an acoustic. Just keep it all sort of simple acoustic.
Yeah, find
That
out
could
who
be
their
nice.
advertising agency is.
Yeah, that was one of the ideas, and I think that's what's kind of neat about the song too. It kind of has that.
It'd be their jingle.
Yeah. But I hope there's like an audience out there that that already loves Knob Creek and like, hey, here's a great song for you. That's kind of
Yeah, that's the way they got to find it. Yeah.
yeah.
I just want to put in there, I kind of disagree with everybody. I think the electric guitar solo is great.
Oh,
Really, you do like it, huh?
I do want electric
Yeah.
guitar. That's what
I mean, I don't dislike
What
it. I just
about the
thought-
tone of the
just
electric?
the-
Do you like the tone he used?
I would have made it a little more saturated and heavy sounding.
hmm.
Yeah,
Heavier. See,
It was a little thin.
yeah.
That was my sense of it. And that's-
It needed a little ass, yeah.
Yeah.
just change up the
Just-
tone then a little bit, but yeah.
Hey, I didn't ask you, Tom. Do you have something?
No, I
Okay.
don't.
No. Okay.
No,
All
but
right.
the reason I felt the way I did about the lead is because I'm basically a folk musician.
Yeah. Well, no, I think it's interesting.
We
I
all
want
are.
to try it. I'm not sure. I still like the electric, and I think it sounds great. And I think that
Mhm.
and I'm also going for not just like a normal sort of blues song, and I didn't want to make it too bluesy already. I kind of like keeping it more of a neutral palette, and then just letting the sort of the rhythm and lyrics kind of take it there a little bit more. But I really like that idea of like trying to keep it all acoustic. I think it's worth trying, and so want to get the right sort of tone. But I do like the electric too, so we'll see which one ultimately I like best and go from there. But appreciate everyone's feedback, are really helpful.
All right.
Good job.
Thanks.
Two good songs.
It would be kind of an interesting song. But the first part of the tune, give me a bourbon, Knob Creek, that to me is a chorus. And
Mhm. Oh,
to make the verses vignettes, like
Easily.
you got young kids, what happens. I'm sure you can come up with Jason with a situation where you need a bourbon.
yeah,
Job,
yeah,
your neighbor, Chris, backing into somebody in a parking lot, all this stuff, that could happen. But then it's give me a bourbon, yeah, make it a special, make it neat. You know what I'm saying? And that's
yeah,
what this song is about. Why do I need a bourbon? Well, here's some reasons.
Well, and that
A week
gets you
from
right in,
hell.
Yeah.
gets
Yeah,
you
that gets you, that gets
right
you
into
to Knob
advertising,
Creek.
because the
Yeah.
vignette and then the jingle. Vignette,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know, show us your lark today. Anybody can remind, yeah. Yeah, and what's the cigarette that you bumped into, Benson and Hedges, you broke into? It broke because it was too long. Never mind, that's so old, you guys. know.
that is old.
Benson and Hedges. Well, I
We're
haven't
old
heard that
Yeah,
word in a
buy
long
some
time.
cigarettes?
Cigarettes advertising on TV. All right, let's go for something completely different if you're ready.
Yeah.
Would you like to introduce us to Meet Night Out?
Oh, actually, Peter, I sent you the other one. I want to do that with this one first. Ain't no light.
Ain't no what?
If you can, ain't
Yeah,
no
I'll
light.
find it. Ain't no
Okay.
life. Okay.
Yeah, because they're going to be, you're going to want to hear them this way.
Okay,
Um,
absolutely.
Okay. This
Okay.
is so
Talk
this
about
is
it.
yeah, I'll talk about it till you find it.
I got it. But go ahead.
Okay. So this is a song that was like 50 years in the making. I remember I was driving in my car one day and I heard Minnie Pearl talking about what life was like on the road with Hank Williams toward the end. And this has come out in various permutations in her telling over the years, but basically they were driving around getting ready for a gig and he was feeling bad and he wasn't feeling much of anything. And he was on his way down, but he still drew a crowd. And she tried to cheer him up by saying, come on, Hank, you know, let's get together. And she started singing, you know, I See the Light, which he wrote, right?
Mhm.
And he in one of her tellings, he turned to her and said, you know, that's a problem, Minnie. There ain't no light. It's all dark.
Whoa.
So I carried that story around for like probably close to 50 years. And about a year or so ago, I wrote this song, which is kind of dark. Which,
I've
you know,
heard
and I
it,
don't want to bring too many people down,
but
but
we're
I
gonna-
just I'm curious to know that I'm curious to see how it flies here.
and then we're going to wrap it up with Meet Night Out. So,
Yeah, then we'll go back to then we can go back to something else.
Yeah.
I can't. I hope that the sound file's okay. I didn't preview it, but I think it's okay.
Okay, and I gotta find my screen. Lost my Zoom screen. Come on, baby. Where are you? Oh man. You know, I went to full screen and it went away. So we're gonna you know, because when I pulled up your email, it made God damn it. How do you get
Well,
when something
we can see.
Go ahead.
We can still see you.
Yeah, I know, but I can't find the thing that says, hey, go do, there it is. Never mind. Share screen. I found it.
Just gotta talk to your computer. Peter.
That's right. You gotta show that you love it. And all it got ain't no light. Here it comes. Here comes the voids. And here comes the ain't no light.
Lost my faith, still got the chains, driving round stone blind, caged in this black Cadillac. I'm running out of time, out of time, out of time, out of time. You knew me from the early days when Hiram was my name. You know me on this downhill slide, that other side of fame, side of fame, side of fame, side of fame.
I can take the endless highways, abide the moonless night, but hush with many, there ain't no light. A twisted back, a starving soul, relief that's born in hell, cast to sing of heartbreak, and demons I know well, I know well, I know well, I know well. Still trying to find the music and the glory that he gave. Just silence in this fallen star. There's nothing left to say, left to say, left to say, left to save. I can take the endless highways, abide the moonless night, but hush with many, there ain't no light. Standing on this platform, 1,000 whistles blow. This cursed sun howls in the dark. A lonely, you can't know. You can't know. You can't know. You can't know. I can take the endless highways, abide the moonless night, but hush, quit many, there ain't no light.
Nice job. Very nice job.
Yeah,
Very
good.
cool.
I really like it.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
wasn't sure, to tell you the truth, David, what the drums at the very end did.
Mhm.
Mm.
I was
But I'll
gonna
tell
say,
you what I really liked, when you do the repeat, like Out of Time and Side of Fame, and all those verses, after the third one, what you do with the guitar, kind of stepping down with the guitar, I really like that sound.
Uh-huh.
Mhm. Very nice, very nice. I like it a lot.
So it's a little dark.
I didn't think it was too dark. you
No.
know?
Oh, good.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Good.
Mhm.
I think it's
I-
abstract, though. Why don't you call it, what it is, and tell people it's about Hank Williams, we call it Hank's Lament or Opus Hank or something, something that's, that puts, it's like his tombstone almost,
Mm.
Mhm.
Mhm.
and I think it's because it's a story, it's a character, an important character in all of our lives, in any songwriter's life or anybody in music. And this is a very, emotional and very sensitive representation of what he was going through, or what he may have been going through in a late part of his life, at the end of his life.
Yeah, how do you deal with that? You're very cryptic in some
Yeah.
in some of your songs and coy, you know, I mean, why do you do that?
Do what? Which what?
Stay cryptic, make
Well-
us figure it out.
Because I'm playing. I want you to play with me.
Yeah, I
It's okay. If you don't want to play with me, you can go play with someone else. That's
I'm gonna
not
take my
a good
ball home.
career path. I'm just, if you're gonna do, music or kind of anything else, it's not a good career path, but I like the idea, but I like the idea of tying it to Hank Williams more directly. I'm not going to say it seems presumptuous. It seems presumptuous to say this is what he's thinking, but that's kind of what it was.
No,
That's what I
fair.
do when I did this.
Yeah.
So I like that. In the fact that I saw the light, ain't no light, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of Hank Williams quotes throughout the song.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, it's
Lines.
people.
So I'm thinking everyone's going to get it, but you guys are kind of right. I am a little cryptic. I don't know. That's a nice way of putting it.
But I mean, you can,
Obtuse.
yeah, you can, well, you're coy, you're holding back, you're high, but that's, I'm not criticizing it so much as
Yeah.
wonder what's your process, why,
I don't think that's really a bad thing, David, but like, I didn't know that Hiram was Hank's name.
uh-huh,
If you hadn't have introduced it, I wouldn't have known that this was about
Right.
Hank Williams. So if there was some way, like Victor said, even in the title, to kind of tie Hank into it. So people
Yeah.
know what
Hank's,
Yeah.
as I said, Opus Hank, Hank's Lament or whatever, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it's almost like, the precursor to the end, whatever term that is, if there's a term for that.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
So my question then is, if you don't know it's about Hank, does the song work?
oh, yeah, oh, you're gonna wonder who the hell Minnie is, or why did you say Minnie, is it M-I-N-I, not capital, I mean, what Minnie, hush, quit, Minnie, yeah, if you don't know, and I think it may be teasing somebody, you gotta get those Hirschberg songs and you gotta lift the lid, you gotta find what's going on there because there's something else, and
Right.
there's not bad, I mean, I don't know.
But I think
Yeah.
if you knew what it was, a dedication to Hank Williams or something like that, it would be more meaningful.
Yeah, that's-
You'd understand with many, I mean, anybody who may have known his story.
Yeah, because I think when whoever's going to hear the song coming in, all they're going to know is "Ain't No Light," and then you're trying to figure that out more
Right.
than even with thankfully we kind of had that introduction, and I think that changed maybe a little bit of how we heard the song, but I kind of agree that it's not super clear. And I think it could, and it works as is. And I think that's, and by the way, and maybe that's, the way it should be, who knows, right? But I do think that another idea, if you wanted to try something else, is to try to make it just a little bit more direct. Because I think your audience is gonna, as they're trying to take it all in. And we also have the benefit of having the lyrics in front of us. And I think he tells such great stories with such good detail, but I think you need to really listen a few times to really get all those words and to really understand it, or to have the lyrics in front of you. But this is great. I actually really loved reading through your lyrics and listening to them at the same time. So maybe if you do share, make sure the lyrics go with it.
I like that suggestion. I think it's a simple way to open it up. So
I mean, I brought it
What
up,
it's-
but I don't know if I agree with with this. I brought it up, but I don't know if I agree with the solution.
well,
But Yeah.
if that's what I want, that's what I can do. I think that, I think that
Yeah.
what Victor suggested will have that effect. The question
and that's
is,
for you to decide.
is
when
that
you-
what I want?
Yeah, let the marketers decide when you've got your new CD out or whatever CD, right? Oh, God, I'm old. Okay.
Well, I mean, if you didn't introduce the song, explain it to us, I would have had I wouldn't have put two and two together and
Yeah.
understood. And I would have said to myself, who the fuck is Minnie? You know, what's he talking about here? You know, it's a great song. It sounds nice, but now that you put it in perspective and you framed it, it's great. It's a great song.
Well, you know, Peter
Mhm.
said something else about Minnie, and if you were listening to this song without the words in front of you, I'm not sure that we would hear that line as "Hush, quit, Minnie."
Yeah.
And I'm thinking maybe instead of say "quit," I don't know if this is the right word, but you could say something like, "But hush, my dear Minnie," or "Dear Minnie," or something to let the listener know that that's a person, that Minnie is the woman he's talking to, you know.
Mm.
Or Minnie Pearl was wrong. There ain't no light, you know, I don't know.
Oh, I kind of like that. Yeah, like I was thinking like maybe hush, hush, Minnie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting suggestion. I was being very literal. Those were that's a quote from one of her stories.
Oh, okay.
But again, you know, without the context, I'm not sure it matters that it's.
You know, it would be great if there was a movie.
It's notated. We'll notate my song.
Yeah, little asterisks. Yeah. Or in the movie, when you hear her say that line and you got the song and you see him driving around in a Cadillac and, you know, you hear the whole thing and then they put the song at the end. It all makes sense.
Right.
All right.
Every one of those was an excellent suggestion, but I think I like Victor's the best.
All right.
No,
Victor
I'll wait
wins.
for the movie. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Whoops. I killed. Oh, what did I killed Ain't No Light. I didn't mean. No, okay. Meet Night Out. You ready for Meet Night Out? Anything you want to say, David?
Yeah, you know, this is one of those songs that I can't help being cryptic.
This is not. Well, never mind. We'll see.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's cryptic, but
No, is that sarcasm or irony? No, that's sarcasm. So I'll just say this song, I just wrote the song like this month and I recorded it this month. So the song's more or less done. The recording is more or less done, but it's not perfect because I wrote it right around Thanksgiving. And so it may have a few flaws, but I was inspired because I was talking to various people, guys who I'm friends with around Thanksgiving about what they were doing for Thanksgiving. And a surprising number of them were having a meatless or Thanksgiving with accommodations. So I thought, well, you know, instead of guys like going out and playing poker or getting drunk, they just go out and that's for hamburger. So anyway, that's where the song came from.
Yeah, David and I have a experience which we'll talk about after this one. He knows. Okay, here we go.
Okay. Should we move to?
We don't smoke marijuana much these days, and beers and shots don't justify the price a body pays. But I still miss the feel of grease run down my hands and chin. My buddies do too, so once each month we go and pull the pin. And it's meat night out, a burger, steak, or ribs. Men's meat night out, sometimes you gotta die to live. Men's meat night out, feel the toxins coat my veins. Send that plaque all the way back. Who needs all those brains? Our vegan wives say they feel so damned great. Each one swears she's lost 20 pounds and loves what's on her plate. But we choke on those beans and greens and browns and mush and seeds. It's not like we're Neanderthals, but that ain't all we need. We need a meat night out, burger, steak, or ribs. Men's meat night out. Sometimes you gotta die to live. Men's meat night out. Feel the toxins coat my veins. Send that plaque all the way back. Who needs all those brains? We've done our best to live up to our vows. We thought we'd smile a while and somehow they'd be past us now. We eat our fill, we laugh and grin, we rarely sulk or brood. Just prowl around the kitchen, hunting for real food until it's meat night out. A burger, steak, or ribs. Men's meat night out. Sometimes you gotta die to live. Men's meat night out. Feel the toxins coat my veins. Send that plaque all the way back. Who needs all those brains? Send that plaque all the way back. I don't use all those brains.
That's great. That's a good
Nice
one,
job.
Dave.
That's a good one. That's
Yeah.
a memorable one.
Happy
Frank
Thanksgiving.
Zappa would have liked that one.
Yeah.
David Lloyd, you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know what you were.
Anton and his buddies, they had a meat explosion. They had a big
Oh,
picnic
yeah.
outdoors and everything had to be made of meat, cakes and pie. I mean, everything. It was called the meat explosion.
Well,
Bourbon and beer and
they
meat,
used to-
meat.
They did it several years in a row, actually.
They do several years, the meat explosions, Northern Kentucky.
Wow. What an appetizing name.
Somehow you got to get a lyric in there.
Meat night out too, you know, that's another one of them.
The what?
Somehow you got to add another lyric in there, Dave, about arteries.
Well, I
Arteries.
still had the first half of the first line from, Merle Haggard. You know that, right? You all know that.
It
Oh,
sounded
yeah.
like a Burl Haggard song.
I couldn't fit. I said, what am I gonna do with this? So yeah, I
The next one is we don't get our trips on LSD. That would be
Right.
Yeah.
we don't
Yeah.
We don't smoke marijuana.
White lightning is
It's not
still
it's
the
not
biggest
overly
thrill.
country. It's not overly country, so it's not too corny. It's fun. It's really good.
Mhm.
It's really good because it's it's offbeat in so many ways. And musically, it's offbeat too, but it's in a way that's catchy.
Yeah, it's
That's
almost
a real
like
good-
well,
That's a real good one. I like that one.
yeah, I felt like the chorus was like stolen from John Belaya. It had that same feel to it, the Hank Williams tune.
Hank Williams, yeah.
it's almost like
Yeah.
a British crazy song. Like,
Yeah, like Lonnie Donegan would write or something.
yeah, or even
I
Yellow
think you should.
Submarine. Yeah.
I think you should like Frank Zappa it, and when you say like we're not Neanderthals, all of a sudden the beat just breaks down and you hear glunk, 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 for 4 measures. And
There's
then
a
back
chewing
to
gum
it.
that's flavor on the bedpost every night. Remember that song?
Yeah.
That's an
There's a chewing
interesting
gum.
idea. Well, anyway,
Interesting idea. Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, look at this. Keep smiling. I get my
I
picture
know,
of
you did a good laugh.
everybody.
Yeah, really, that's a good one.
There we
Meat
go.
night out.
Meet night out. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to close out? We don't have to stop talking, but we can. If discussion's over, we don't have lyrics, but we have Only for a While from Rick Lysak, which is really lovely. Well, I'm selling it before you hear it, but Rick.
Yeah, but it was a pleasure to write it with David. We had a good time. And it kept growing, and I think it's turned into a real good song.
Okay,
Really like
David?
it.
Yeah, it's the first song Rick and I have written together since Reagan was in his first term.
That's right.
That's right.
I didn't know Reagan could get pregnant.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me get my snare. Or no, my hi-hat.
Snare.
It went over my
Anyway.
head.
Yeah,
All
it's you just play the song.
Oh, if I just play right now, it won't go, will it? I got to share. I don't know what to share though. Do I have to share a screen? No. I'll
Yes,
share. I'll share.
I think it helps because otherwise we'll be listening to your output. I don't think we might not even.
All right, I'll show you my desktop one then. Yeah, if there's anything else I can show. Okay, I'll share
Not the one
that.
with all the
Yeah,
porn sites.
yeah. Here we go. Anything else? Okay, here we go.
Sun shines down and melts the snow in springtime, and all the trees begin to grow, reaching for the sky in a rhythm only they would know. Every day is a blessing. All that heaven will allow. Summer goes, all the leaves are falling, and there's no room for denial. Everything that's born has its moment, but only for a while. Every day is a blessing. All that heaven will allow. Our time here in this world lasts only for a while. Hold on to the ones that you treasure, and don't ever let them go. Forgive them for the hurt that they caused you. In winter you will know. Every day is a blessing. All that heaven will allow. A time here in this world lasts only for a time here in this world lasts only for a while.
It's a nice song.
Very nice song.
Melodic.
That line is a familiar line. The melody, There's a
Sounds
familiar
kind of like
line.
Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville or something.
Yeah, something like that. Familiar line.
There's something familiar about it.
Yeah.
You know, first.
Wasted away.
That was Beatlesque in some ways, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's lovely. Nice.
Sounds like a lot of songs.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, yeah, but that's, there's nothing wrong with that.
It's a love ballad.
Yeah.
But
Until you get
it makes what I like about it is that it highlights the words, which I really like, which,
Mhm.
you know, I was thinking of that earlier today, Rick. Every one of those verses, every verse has at least one really good line in it.
I'd like to see the lyrics. You have the lyrics?
Heartfelt
You,
lines.
you don't have the lyrics, Peter?
No, I don't have the lyrics.
Do we have a clean copy? I don't know of the lyrics.
I'll send them to you tonight, Peter.
Okay,
Yeah, I'd like to hear the lyrics.
I'll,
See the lyrics, see the
then
lyrics.
I'll attach it to the report.
Yeah.
The
That'd be
reports
good.
are so much easier now. I don't have to say something. I just said, here's the song, here's the title, and here's the lyrics. And, you know, that's much for. You know what I'd like to do? So we're done with the music, right?
Mhm.
So I think I'm gonna stop the YouTube video, say goodnight to everybody, and then stop the living. And we can hang out if you want.
I think I'm gonna